This is the Levoit Core 400S air filter. Quick notes, you could get it for around $175 to $220 on Amazon. It's rated for 400 square feet. It has triple stage HEPA filtration, a particle sensor, which is called AirSight Plus, and of course, smart capabilities. It supports both Google Home and Alexa. To quickly get this set up, we're going to unbox the unit, remove all the plastic bags, stickers, etc. We're going to turn the unit upside down, unlock the base, then we can take the filter out. The filter comes pre-packaged in a plastic bag. You must remove this bag and then simply reinstall it. Lock the base according to the markings. There's arrows and graphics here to help you out with that. We're going to plug it in, turn it on, select either the auto mode or the fan speed, and then you're good to go. For some of you guys out there, that's all you wanted to see. That should be it. For those who wanted a little bit more information on the different features of this machine, I'm just going to go through all the buttons on the top, starting with auto mode. This mode simply adjusts the fan speed automatically based on the amount of dust, particles, and other stuff in the air. Based on the sensor that we talked about earlier, there's indicator light rings in the middle. It could either be one of 4 colors, blue, meaning the air quality is really good. This will run on a sleep mode speed, which is a low speed that's even lower than the preset low on the machine. I'll go into more detail later. There's a green color ring, meaning the air quality is good. This will run the low speed. There's an orange ring, indicating you have moderate air quality. This will run the medium speed. And finally, there's a red ring, which means that the air quality is bad, and this will make the machine run on high speed. Moving on to the fan speed. Here, there's 4 lights indicating that there's 4 speeds. There's low, medium, high, and turbo. But something to note, there's actually a sleep mode that runs at a speed lower than the low, and the turbo speed does not run in the automatic mode with the 4 color indicators I mentioned earlier. So it is kind of confusing, but if you need more details, I would consult the manual on that. Here we have the sleep mode. It sets the speed to extra low. It turns off the display after 3 seconds. So if you're one of those people that can't fall asleep when there's any kind of light in the room, this would help a lot. And these days, every machine or device has a lot of status lights, any kind of equipment that's in your bedroom. Some people just can't fall asleep with those on. Next is the filter reset button. This resets the filter change light. The filter lasts around a year, but some people like to change it sooner than that. If you do this, you just hold down this button for 3 seconds to reset it. You're going to see a flashing, blinking light in the middle to confirm that it's been reset. The timer, it controls the shutoff of the machine. From the machine itself, you can set it up to 12 hours. If you decide to cancel it, just keep hitting that button until you see the -H, and that'll cancel the feature. If you press the button again, you will see how much time is remaining before the machine shuts off. There is a display lock feature. Again, if you hold this for 3 seconds, you'll see a light indicating that it's been locked. This is great if you don't want pets or kids tinkering with the machines after you have everything set up. If you want to disable it, you're just going to hold it again for 3 seconds and it should turn off. The display on and off feature lets you turn the display on and off. Pretty self-explanatory. Mine was a little bit buggy. Sometimes if I try to turn it back on, it'll still turn back off. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Finally, there's a PM 2.5 gauge in the middle, the number of particles in the air. It gets more scientific than that, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. Just know that the lower the number, the better. If you see anything over 115, that means that the air is pretty bad, and you should see that red ring. This next section is for smart app capabilities. So if that's not something you care about, you can skip this section. You're going to start by creating a VeSync account. Just give them the email, create a password, confirm that. Then once you go back to the app, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you have Bluetooth enabled, it'll detect the air purifier automatically. And this is one of the simplest setups I've ever used in a while. You don't have to go back and forth between apps. It just does it for you. And at the end, it even asks you if you want to pair it with Alexa or Google Home. I chose to pair it with Alexa, and it was all done in 5 minutes or less. So anyone should be able to do this. Benefits of using the app. The first thing I really like is the schedule. You could actually create a weekly schedule in here. So if you only decide to turn on your filter every night, like we do, this is a very nice feature to have. There's also a filter replacement information, a filter life remaining. You don't get this on the machine itself. The timer function increases from 12 hours to 24 hours. So from the app, you get an extra 12 hours for a countdown. Since apps change all the time, I might have forgotten a thing or two, but as of making of this video, these are the most important features that I saw. For maintenance, you're supposed to clean the pre-filter every 2 to 4 weeks with a vacuum. You cannot clean the charcoal or HEPA filter inside, according to the manual. You also should clean or vacuum the sensor port on the side. And that's it. I will have to do a longer term test after I've used this machine for a while. It's still brand new. So give me some time and I'll do a follow-up video when the time is right. If you're looking for something that's cheaper without the smart capability, this company makes a Core 300 version. The square footage rating of the room is a little bit less. I believe it's 200. Also in that same price range is the Germ Guardian machines. These often go on sale under $100. I have owned 2 of these. The first one lasting almost 5 years. It includes a UV light, but a lot of these machines don't have the 360 intake like the Core machines do. But it is still a good alternative. I haven't had any major issues with them, and I would definitely recommend that as well. If you learned something from this video today, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.